Welcome back, guys, to Trails Through Daybreak, where last episode, after the events of the underground waterway, we were introduced to Rizet Twinings and a reason for being here, joining up with Arkride Solutions for the duration of our stay as we set out into Tharbad's cultural district at night for a sweep. We now head into the Bracer Guild with an event within. Please, you've got to help me. Is there any chance I could see a green-haired bracer who works here? I lost my wallet somewhere. I'm hoping if I talk to him, he might know where it could have gone. Seems the receptionist is a little occupied at the moment. This guy must be desperate if he's coming in here at this hour asking for help. Indeed. Let's watch and see what happens. Perhaps we'll learn something. I'm sorry, I'm going to need a little more information first. Could you explain what exactly is going on? Right, of course. Basically, I was on my way to Tharbad, driving along the sand sea. Everything was going just fine until I suddenly, out of nowhere, blew a tire. Luckily, this green-haired bracer ran over to help us. He was kind enough to patch up the tire with the tools he had. It turned out he was heading to Tharbad too, so we let him hitch a ride with us to thank him for his generosity. After that, we all made it to Tharbad. Just as I was going through my things so I could find my wallet and buy some souvenirs, that's when I realized it went missing. Now I'm scrambling to find it. Isn't there something you can do? Alright, I understand. You want to talk to this bracer to see if he has seen or possesses your wallet. Yeah, that's exactly right. I'm beginning to wonder if maybe I got pickpocketed somehow while he was fixing our tire. I just want to ask if he noticed anything strange. Now, is there any way you can call him over? I'm sorry, it's probably going to take a little time for us to arrange a meeting with him. Based on your description, I know for a fact that he doesn't belong to our branch. That's what makes it tricky. I say it's more likely that whoever it was who came over and helped you was operating independently. No bracer matching that description has registered with us. If he's in town, we probably won't hear from him until at least tomorrow. Really? I guess we'll just have to wait and hope for the best. Still, if you hear anything about my wallet tonight, could you get in touch with me? I'll wait around outside by the oasis in case anything comes up. It never ends. I feel bad for her. Seems the guild's getting so many visitors she can't catch a break. Yeah, I hope that other man manages to find his wallet too. That's awful having it stolen. Let's have a chat with her now that we're here and the line's opened up. We could learn something interesting. Only her, too. We meet again. Looks like you're keeping busy, taking people's requests this late. You all again. You heard that, I'm guessing? Yeah, we did. I'm sorry, we really didn't mean to pry. That man said he lost his wallet, right? If only there was some way to talk to that green-haired bracer he mentioned and get his side of the story. Indeed, although it sounds like determining which bracer it was could prove to be difficult. Can we stop saying the word bracer until we know it's actually a bracer? You're telling me. I'm pretty confident it's someone from out of town who decided to come by and help. But when he'll get in touch, who knows? He'll drop by after he's checked out the city tonight. It could take him longer even. Until we can figure out more, there's no way for me to pinpoint which bracer it was that man met. So it's mostly hurry up and wait for tomorrow. Boo! You guys are weirdly interested in all of this. Who cares if this mystery bracer shows up with 1 wallet or 100? A lot of mirrors, sure, but it's got nothing to do with us. Maybe. But something about this whole situation stinks. Huh? What do you mean? Nothing. Just talking to myself. Good luck getting the guy sorted out. From the sound of that, Van, you don't want to let this go. Well, that guy mentioned he was going to hang out over by the oasis. Couldn't hurt to have a chat with him, see if we can coax anything else out. As you wish, Mr. Arkride. Alright, we're having a chat around the place, and it's taken us up here. Meow. How am I ever going to find this guy if even the Bracer Guild doesn't know where he is? Man, he could be anywhere. Guess I'll wait around a little and hope I hear back from the guild.
Okay.
Can we talk?
Hey, I wanted to introduce myself. We're from Arkride Solutions. We were just at the guild too and happened to overhear your conversation at the front desk. Oh yeah, I kind of remember passing by you people on the way out. Would any of you happen to know where I might find that green-haired bracer? Not quite. We're actually looking for him too. Got some business of our own. I was hoping you could tell us a little bit more about what happened. Would you mind? Anything else you can think of will help, big or small. Like, did he have any other distinct features, or did anything else stick out to you in general? You too, huh? I'm sorry, in terms of features, I don't remember anything else other than he had green hair. Wish I could be of more help on that end. Blast my memory. As for anything else that stuck out, no, nothing really comes to mind. Wait, that's not true. Actually, I do remember something that happened after we arrived. We bumped into a police officer who was patrolling the parking lot. I decided to go up to him and say hello, strike up a little bit of a conversation. But for some reason, the bracer looked uncomfortable. He wouldn't look the officer in the eye. A bracer was avoiding a police officer's gaze entirely. That's certainly a little unusual. That's what I thought. I've heard that cops and bracers don't always get along all that well. I figured maybe that's all it was. It did seem odd though. Wait, I've never heard that before. Is that true? It's common for police and bracers to run into one another at times because they both work to maintain the peace. The difference is the police work wholly within the law. Meanwhile, the bracer's first duty is protecting people. So they theoretically can act extra legally to do so, and sometimes they face jurisdictional friction and, well, differences of opinion. Oh, I get it. I guess I can see how that had happened. In this case, though, I think this bracer of yours might have had other real good reasons for being a little skittish. I don't understand. What do you mean? Don't worry about it. We're saying that we're going to look into it on our end too, see if we can turn anything up. I get you're keen to have your wallet back, but I think you should call it a night and come back tomorrow. Oh, I suppose you have a point. On that note, if I may, were you able to find a place to stay despite losing your wallet? Yeah, thanks for asking. The guild was kind enough to cover me until I can pay them back. As long as I can find my wallet soon, everything should work out one way or the other. Still anxious, but knowing that I've got you all in the guild looking into it, I guess I feel okay going back to my room for the night. I'm glad to hear that's all been taken care of. Please take care on your way. That's one way to get rid of a guy. Now we can talk openly. Right, so it sounds like this green-haired bracer could be an imposter. What are we going to do about it? Wait, what? He is? Are you saying this is like what happened with that fake police officer we had to deal with before? It's a distinct possibility, but we can't say for sure yet. If this is true, that's really underhanded of him. You're telling me, the average person isn't ever going to suspect a bracer of committing a crime. Therefore, if someone were to believably impersonate a bracer, they would be able to get away with a great many things. That could be quite damaging to the organization's reputation if nothing was done about it. Luckily, as far as we can tell, the only victim has emerged so far is that man, or at least he's the only one to file a report. If we're quick enough in catching this imposter, we can minimize the amount of damage he'll do. Normally I ain't exactly in the business of covering the guild's ass or anything. They can handle themselves just fine. But I don't see the harm in sticking our necks out just this once. It'll help us understand what's happening on the ground in this town too. So, come hell or high water, we'll uncover who this green-haired chump really is. Hey, if he kills time, I'm game. Either way, Chief. I see no reason not to proceed. You have my full support as always, Mr. Arkride. Well, if we're going to do this, what do we do first? Should we see if anyone else has seen this bracer? Maybe we talk to more people, we can start tracking him down. That's exactly what I think we should do. We need to figure out this guy's trajectory. If he is a fraud, though, it's probably safe to assume that he's keeping his distance from the cultural district for obvious reasons. Perhaps we should talk to people in the entertainment district and see if he's been spotted around there then. Good point. The casino dealers could be a good place to start. They're bound to pay attention to who's coming in. Anybody who spends a lot of time outside of it might have seen him too. All good ideas. Hopefully once we start talking to some people, we'll come up with some leads. Well, no time like the present. Let's roll.
Time to start working.
A Bogus Bracer has started, but now we realize that we should have probably seen that event first. Because we can't leave the district anyway without it. But not knowing your timings is kind of part of not knowing.
Whoops.
Yep, we have to get the autographs to Shahina and Sarah. Let's head into the Hamam. Mahjong. Thanks for getting the water back and running again, everyone. Feel free to relax here as long as you will like. In fact, I know you only asked for one free bath, but you can use these facilities as much as you like. I heard how much trouble it was. It's become easy to take our water for granted nowadays, even though we're in the middle of a desert. But before the professor and the Vern Company came through with the waterworks project, sometimes we went bone dry out there. We've been blessed with so much water for 20 years, I was beginning to forget what a miracle that whole system really is. Free baths.
Welcome to the Marjan Hamam.
Heading into the Hamam. Admissions on the house. Least I could do for saving my whole business. Free bathing. Get in here, Aaron. Are you good with sweating out?
I hate getting sweaty, but I could get used to this.
Yeah, but this isn't really sweaty. It's a bit different. It's a completely different feeling.
I'm really working up a sweat.
All right, back in business, baby.
Glad to see you enjoyed yourself.
I always enjoy myself, and it looks like I got an achievement too from it. Hamam visited. Yes. Alright, we're fresh and clean after our excursions. Time to speak to you two. Hi, Shahina. Hi, Sarah. Looks like our hunch was right. Good to see you, ladies. Oh, hello, everyone. The owner was just telling us about you all. It sounds like you guys had to clear out some monsters to get the bass back up and running. That's amazing. I knew you guys were talented. Thanks again for everything you all did. I'd still be in dire straits if it weren't for you folks. All part of being a Spriggan. Got plenty out of that whole exercise too, so it was good for everyone. Well, that's good to hear. By the way, who might you be? I don't believe you were with them earlier. Forgive my late introduction. You may call me Rosette. I was dispatched here on short notice. You two are Miss Sarah and Miss Shahina, correct? It's a pleasure to make your acquaintance. Nice to meet you too. Wait, is that a maid outfit you're wearing? I've never seen one of those in person before. Not precisely. This is the uniform that I wear for work, so it is a work uniform. You can think of it as a combat suit designed to let me offer maximum support to my customers when needed. That's what I thought a maid uniform was anyway. That sounds, complicated. Whatever it is, she looks super cool in it, that's for sure. Hey, since we're all here, why don't you guys join us in the baths? There's so much I want to talk about. That sounds like fun. Maybe we could all get dinner together afterwards too? I just had a bath. There's a place close by I always go to that I'm sure you all would enjoy. Sure, I'd be happy to take you up on that. Probably not a bad idea for us to wash up before we meet with our clients again anyway. Say what you like, I know you're just looking for an excuse to take a dip. Not that I'm against it. I could really use a bite to eat, but that's okay. A bath sounds good after everything we've done today. And it's settled. We'll join you two in the baths. Yay, that's perfect. Come on, I'll show you where the girls' ones are. Shahina, calm down. They've had a long day. Take as long as you want in there, folks. You've earned it. 100 baths later.
Man, this blows. I didn't consider the fact that I'd be stuck alone in here with you.
Would you pipe down? You're killing the vibe. Just close your eyes and relax. Embrace the tranquility. And then...
Oh, shut up. I bet you every mirror in my wallet the girls are living it up on the other side of this wall. Speaking of girls, man, I'd kill to check out that maid and the older sister's scorching bods right about... Blah!
We sit on sacred ground, punk. Don't defile it with your libido. Keep it up, and I'll scrub you down till your skin is raw, if that's what it takes to clean that dirty brain of yours for the first time.
All right, I'll drop it. Adios, you don't have to be so serious about it.
They're certainly having a lively time over there.
Ugh. Don't they realize we can hear every word they're saying? He's not wrong, though. All you girls are just as gorgeous as Sarah. I mean, Rosette's hair and skin are both so silky, she practically looks like a doll. You're so pretty too, Agnès. And how do you get those when you're only 16?
Uh-huh.
The hair clips.
I'm only a year younger than you. There's no way I'm gonna be able to catch up that quickly. What's your secret? What do you eat to fill out like that, huh?
Truth be told, I've been kind of curious too. I'd love to know for future reference.
I don't do anything special.
Fairy, stop staring at me so much. You're scaring me.
Shahina, please. Cool it down a little. Well, I personally think Miss Al-Fayed and Miss Shahina are very beautiful in their own right. If anything, I should comment on your skin, Miss Sarah. What sort of regimen do you use to achieve such a glossy look?
Oh, I just use shea butter. The stuff they make in Tharbad is really good and...
Holy cow, you got Nina Fenley's and Judith Lance's autographs? thank you guys so much. I'll treasure these forever, really. Oh, it's no problem. I'm glad you like them. Those autographs have got to be worth a pretty mirror. Talking about 2 of the hottest stars around. Think you might sell them? No way, how could I ever? Still, it feels so surreal right now. I can't believe my own sister is going to be dancing up on stage with folks like them. Who would have thought? Don't get too excited about it all, Shahina. I don't think they're going to ask me to do anything that big. Well, I still think it's awesome you get to be involved at all. Wait, by dancing, do you mean for the Carnival Cavalcade? Yeah, some director named Salvatore Gotti walked up to me and asked if I wanted to take part. Not just him, he was with some other snappy-looking guy too. They went nuts for Sarah. Apparently, Mr. Gotti was all, baby, you're more perfect than Adios herself. My parade isn't complete without you. He was dead set on bringing her on. Whatever it took, it wasn't long before she folded like a house of cards. Shahina, you didn't have to tell them every little thing about it. I am not sure I know what this Carnival Cavalcade is. Is this some event that will be part of the film festival? Yeah, it's a parade that'll kick off when the festival opens. Sounds like it's going to be quite the production. Like Sheena said, I guess it's supposed to include famous actresses and whatnot. I can see you fitting right in there, Sarah. You're going to do great. I know Gotti can talk pretty raunchy, but his passion and taste are the real deal. He didn't say all that just to be nice. If he says you're perfect, then he means it. You'll do just fine out there, Sarah. I know you've got what it takes. Thanks, Van. That means a lot. Am I seeing things right? You're turning a little red. I am not. Stop it. I think it's the lighting, actually. Sarah, Sheenie. There you two are. Where have you guys been? Hey, Timur. We were just hanging out in the Hamam. And quit calling me Sheenie. I've got a real name, you know. Sorry, Sheenie. You'll always be Sheenie to me. This friend of yours? Yeah, he's a kid from the neighborhood. What's going on, Timur? Why were you looking for us? Because someone asked me to give this to you, Sarah. That's why. A letter? That's strange. I wonder what it could be. Thanks, Timur. What the? Is everything okay? What's wrong, Sarah? What in the world? Decline to participate in the parade or tragedy will befall you. Is this somebody's sick idea of a joke? Can't believe even Sarah of all people got one of those threatening notes. According to that Timur boy, a Central Easterner that he passed who was working for a shipping company gave the note to him. I guess that delivery person's most likely innocent. Just like with Nina and Judith, the culprit's probably going through several layers to cover up the real origin point of the note. That makes tracking them down incredibly tricky. Slippery bastard. They can't make it easy on us, can they? Are Sarah and Shahina gonna be okay? I really think you two should talk to the guild about this. I agree. I'm sure they will give your case priority attention since it involves a civilian in danger. I imagine that any fees they would charge for their services would be quite nominal too. I don't know about that. Huh? Come on, you've got to do something, Sarah. This really creeps me out. I hate to suggest this, but maybe you should quit the parade, if that's the safest thing to do. No, I can't. Apparently, preparations for the parade are almost complete. If I pull out now, I'll probably cause a lot of trouble for the director and everyone else involved in it. That's what'll happen if I turn to the guild too, isn't it? We can't say for sure, but if things go south, I could definitely see that being the case, yeah. But Sarah... Van, I know this is really presumptuous of me to ask, but is this something you and your agency can handle for me? Of course, I'm prepared to pay for your services. I don't expect you to do it for free. That's real generous of you taking on a case for cheap as an extension of what we're doing for Nina and Judith. Don't you get the feeling she's trying to hide something? What? She is? I got that impression too. I think there's something going on with her that we don't know about. Well, a deal's a deal. Whatever it is, we already promised we'd help her. Plus, for all we know, this might turn up some new leads. Following this could be a good idea. As a first step, would you like me to pinpoint which company was responsible for delivering the note? Wouldn't hurt to know, for sure. In the meantime, we need to go to the entertainment district. The other ladies are waiting for us at the hotel. We need to fill them in on everything that's happened, including this new note. Well, we got a bracer to find first, a bogus one, before we do anything else. Interestingly, you've got some more dialogue now. We just had more when we didn't talk to you. The fact we have limited room to navigate these cases unless a civilian is directly harmed does make things more difficult. We're trying to investigate what's going on in Tharbad's shadows right now. Unfortunately, we can only take it so far by ourselves. Probably need to coordinate with the police to some extent to get anywhere. Which is to say, if you all find anything, please don't keep it to yourselves. The more we work together, the better this will all end. I hope you all are able to figure out who that mysterious green-haired bracer is by tomorrow. If not, we'll probably have to open an investigation ourselves so we can get the victim's wallet back. Can't keep him waiting too long. That is our goal. That is our task. That is what we mean to do. But when there's dialogue to also reap as well, we'll pick it up before we head into the entertainment district. It's amazing how good the Hamam is at cleaning your skin and removing hair. I'd heard stories before, but Hamaming is believing. I don't feel like I look better. I can tell my blood flow has improved too. I don't just feel like I look better. I can tell my blood flow has improved too. I'm so nice and warm, I'm going to sleep like a log tonight. I should see if Altair has any Hamams. Wait, no, I shouldn't. That'll just ruin the surprise when I go there. I know what to expect. Traditional technology like this is so impressive. I remember being blown away by the Loily bath I took when I was in Remetheria too. Explain the losing hairness of the baths? Is this why I'm bold?
Central Eastern culture is so fascinating.
Didn't know it was naturally hair removing. So obviously not head hair, so... Your imaginations, let them run wild. Let's head straight for the green markers, which are all over the place. We'll avoid sweeping until we've completed this quest. Oh, the
This area
going
has a
in.
casino and nightclub. I assume you wish to visit them. For intel gathering, of course.
I'll win next time.
Please tell me that's not why we're here.
Of course not. You think I'd let minors into a club? Have a little faith in me.
Come on, everyone.
You make it hard to sometimes.
What? We are
Hey
literally...
man, nothing wrong with a little pleasure before business.
We're literally here for business. I don't understand. I had the pleasure of playing against none other than Mr. Gotti himself a little while ago. I have to say, I find his views on entertainment and how to stimulate audiences to be really fascinating. I completely agree with him that nothing spices up a scene like a big surprise. All the more reason to get excited for whatever that man has in store for his carnal cavalcade, if you ask me.
Let me ask you something.
I see. So you guys want to know about that green-haired bracer? Yes, I remember him all right. Quite clearly, as a matter of fact. We don't see many customers like him. Really? Tell us more. He came around here about an hour ago while out on patrol. But there was something about him that looked a little odd. He was watching the other patrons for some reason, as if he was trying to size them up or some such. I think he might have been investigating something. Was that what brings you here too? Yeah, something like that. You happen to see if this bracer talked to anyone? Let me think. Ah, yes, I remember him trying to strike up a conversation with one man who was playing alone. The police were also making their rounds at the time. When he noticed them approaching, he was rather quick to depart. Still trying to avoid getting spotted by the cops, sounds like. For someone acting so brazen, this guy's a real chicken shit. I'm a little concerned about him staring at the other visitors like that too. Indeed, the more that we talk, the more hindsight makes me feel something was amiss with him. In any case, I'm afraid that is all I can share about the bracer in question. I can only guess what you would want with him. But regardless, I wish you all luck in your endeavors. Well, thanks for your time, and for the hot tip too. Okay, folks, let's see if anyone else caught wind of our sneak. As you wish. They're talking about the nightclub? That they may be. We'll be back to talk to him again. But,
Wanna get a drink together?
I don't know for certain. I didn't go anywhere near the nightclub. I was just on the same street. That should not be implicating me.
Don't be shy. Take a look.
That should not implicate me. Oh, I can't talk to Nate until I talk to Nate. Inspector, what do you mean I have to get ready? You're coming out to Tharbad tomorrow, but why? I mean, yes, I get it's for an investigation, but why do I have to get involved when I'm supposed to be taking time off? I understand, sir, but if you insist, I'm going to receive additional time off later to make up for this, right? Hey, Nate, honey, you're not doing what I think you're doing, are you? Sorry, babe, duty calls. I've got work to do. So much for being serious, I get. Wait, is he telling the truth? You're kidding me. That's not supposed to happen on a vacation. Now I can talk to him about the topic. Ah, man, I didn't expect the inspector to show up all the way out here. I'm supposed to be off duty for crying out loud, not a date to boot. Can he respect a guy's precious downtime? This guy. First I catch him eyeing up the nightclub while he and I are supposed to be out on a date together. Then he just happens to get a call from work while I'm lecturing him, and then skips out on a date altogether. This couldn't be much worse of a night out, even if I tried.
Well...
And to be honest, I think if I got caught, my wife would be like, yeah, let's go in, and she'd be way more interested.
Can we talk?
Ah, you say you're looking for a green-head bracer? And I'd be like, no. Yeah, we saw a guy like that. He came up and talked to us earlier today, as a matter of fact. Yeah, no kidding. I was just trying my luck and asking. Didn't expect you all to have actually seen the guy. Yeah, well, congrats. Now, will you guys scram? We're in the middle of a date. Oh, come on. What's a little favor between friends, huh? Just tell us what you know about that nerd and we'll get right out of your hair. Believe me, last thing any of us want is to interrupt your little tryst, right as it was getting good. You punks have a way of pushing my buttons. Fine, let's talk. Long story short, we were talking to your green-head bracer just a little bit ago. He asked if we were having trouble with anything and offered to help. Just out of the blue like that. Interesting. And then what? Nothing really. He cut things short and then took off for somewhere. Looking back on it, that wasn't really, I don't know, bracer-like of him to do. Babe, don't you remember? He ran away after you said there was nothing to worry about because you're a cop. Maybe it was just me, but it felt like he got really tense as soon as you mentioned that. Oh yeah, I guess he did, didn't he? What a bad cop. The rest of the story is completely unremarkable. However, the fact that he was so concerned about police attention certainly stands out. Feels like we're starting to close in on the guy. Thanks for filling us in. Sorry to eat up so much of your time. Go on and enjoy the rest of your Sprigganless date. It was Sprigganless until you idiots showed up. Oh, I don't know what you all are investigating this time. You better not cause trouble for the police, got it? I mean, you're the one in trouble. Alright, think we've talked to enough folks that we can paint a decent picture of what's going on. Let's find someplace quiet to talk and see what we've come up with. In that case, might I suggest that area over there? Now the rule's settled, let's go over what we know. First, this greenhead bracer's shown some weird behavior for a guy in his line of work. He's overly leery of cop attention, even for a bracer, and was sizing up customers at the casino. Which is to say that that's no bracer's act. He's rolling like a petty thief. Which would make sense if his bracer appearance is simply a disguise. This is starting to sound a lot like that man impersonating a policeman earlier today. Yep, and just like then, going around impersonating a bracer's not the kind of heat most are wanting to risk getting nicked for. No, this smells like a case of greed getting the better of a guy while he's working towards something else. Oh yeah, that Officer Camillo is one of the Devonsey brothers that are wanted by the police, right? Could the bracer be the other brother? Whatever it all is, our main problem right now is that all the eyewitness reports we have come from stuff that just took place. For a guy who seems to be wandering around looking for suckers to rob, he doesn't exactly have a whole lot to show for it. Which could mean that since he already successfully robbed someone after getting in their car, he could be thinking of trying that again. Exactly, that's my hunch. Is there any way we can put a stop to him before he targets anyone else? Actually, I may have a suggestion toward that end. If we assume that the perpetrator is going to target the driver of a car with a flat tire as he did before, then why didn't I conduct a wide area search for potential car targets among the ones driving into Tharbad this evening? Damn, you could do that. That'd save us a lot of trouble. Indeed I can. It's a form of shard-based information analysis. Well then, I shall initiate the search, starting now. Search complete. Oh, what do we have here? That's that easy. As it happens, there appears to be a car stranded near the entrance to the city. Bingo! If this guy's going to strike again, odds are good that that's our mark. Yeah, just keep an eye on that car's signal while we stake out this so-called bracer. See if he finally shows himself. With how close that car is, it should only take a few minutes for it to pull into town. We go to the parking lot and wait there. Sounds good to me. Way too easy. I thought she was gonna go there to the car park and like look around and go, do any of these cars have a flat or something? Or no, she's just like, I'll do a search on my phone. Yeah, there's a car coming with a flat tire. Oh, okay. Big brother. Several minutes after commencing the stakeout in the parking lot, God, these cars all look dirty as hell, but I guess it's been in the desert. Man, I don't know how we would have made it here if it weren't for you. Seriously, thank you so much. Oh, no problem. Just happy I could help at all, really. I only did a quick fix, though. You really should take old Reliable here into a mechanic later and have it looked at by a professional. Will do. Thanks again for everything, but isn't there something we can do to repay you? I feel bad not doing more. Don't worry, all the day's work for a bracer. Your thanks is its own reward. Oh, it is, huh? Sure helps when you can nick a reward of your choice to boot. Huh? What the? Just sent ferry. Gotcha, pal. You're not going anywhere. Oh, what do you think you're doing? Sorry to scare you, folks. We're with Arkride Solutions. We've been on the trail of this guy for reasons that will become clear in a moment. What? Why? He's a bracer. What could he have possibly done wrong? Get your hands out of there. That's... And there it is. A wallet. Does this happen to belong to you guys? Barry handed the wallet to the tourists. What did that? Yeah, that's mine. I had it stashed inside my bag on the back seat. Are you telling me this bracer stole it? That's exactly it. And that's just the start. Just so you all don't get any wrong ideas about bracers, you should know this guy's a fraud. This may sound like a strange question to ask, but did you two get a flat tire on your way to town tonight? Yeah, we did actually. I figured it was because it was such a long drive. Luckily, this bracer happened to come across us and offered to help. That's how we got here. So that's the problem. It is very likely he is the one who punctured your tire in the first place. He seems to have this method where he bursts a tire and then pretends to be passing by before offering to repair it. He then hitches a ride back to town and steals whatever he finds in the back seat. Isn't that right? If I got some part of it wrong, now's the time to correct me. Ugh. My idiot. So he was pretending to be a bracer all along just so he could rob me. I didn't sense anything wrong at all. If you guys hadn't shown up when you did, we'd have been completely clueless. And whose fault was that? That's what you get for trusting someone just because they say they're a bracer, you morons. So what if I maybe took things too far this time because they were so easy to sucker? Who cares? Go ahead and turn me in. At the end of the day, our objective is still within reach. So there is more going on. What are you planning? Who can say? Once we get our hands on that, they'll be able to post bail for me no problem. It'd be a drop in the bucket. Take me to the bracers or police or wherever you want. See what I care. Oh, looks like we got a sassy one on our hands. I think this guy needs to be taught a lesson he won't forget. Do your worst, dirtbag. I dare you. How many limbs of yours do you need? Put it in park, kid. There's no need for us to rake him over the coals personally. We'll turn him into the guild and then he'll be their problem. That way they'll owe us a favor for saving their reputation. In that case, I shall contact the Bracer Guild so arrangements can be made. Although before I do, I must say, Mr. Arkride, this has been a rather impressive exercise. It's been a true honor and a pleasure to finally see for myself how such a renowned Spriggan goes about his business. You were the one who solved it. Oh, I don't need to be burred up. Thanks, but just ring him up already so we can get on with the rest of our night. As you wish. Upon receiving Rosette's call, the Bracer team rushed to the scene, taking the emerald-haired imposter into custody themselves. As for the tourists, they were subsequently brought to both the guild house and police to testify about what took place. Similarly, Van and the others also visited the Bracer Guild to offer their own report on the matter. I can't believe the Bracer we were all looking for turned out to be a fake. I'm glad you all found him as quickly as you did. He could have caused real problems for us if he'd stayed on the loose for too long. On behalf of the guild, you have our sincere thanks for stopping him. We really appreciate it. Don't mention it. Our curiosity got the better of us, that's all. Oh, some might say that you guys owe us one regardless. Oh, no question. We're more than willing to compensate you for everything you've done, including paying you for your time. I'm just surprised that Bracer turned out to be who he was. Yeah, another one of those thieving brothers who were wanted back in Edith. That's crazy. We've already managed to nab both of them. Hopefully it means there'll be a little less crime around here at the very least. Agreed. The film festival probably needs heightened security in light of all of this. Anyway, thanks again for taking care of all of that, everyone. If anything else comes up tomorrow, we'll appreciate your help then too.
That's a wrap.
Reward deposited.
A bogus bracer is solved. Oh, we get Grey and Chaos, not Law for that? Excelente. The fact we have limited room to navigate these cases unless the civilian is directly harmed does make things more difficult. Trying to... Oh, you're saying the same thing. We didn't have extra dialogue for your completion of the quest. Well, there we go. Another one done. I love chaos, do now. And no one here needs extra speaking to. So we're going back to the entertainment district.